Hello, hello everyone. So I know my last. This is John Jenkins, founder of Battlegans, and uh, I know my last programming video was super long. It was like 37, almost 40 minutes long. I think it was 40 minutes long, if I remember correctly. I think it was 40 minutes long. But anyway, I'm gonna try to keep this one shorter. So basically, what happened is in the last programming video, I was trying to do the binary to base 10 converter, and to make a long story short, no pun intended. To make a long story short, uh, I completed the project. I was able to make the binary to base 10 converter, but I introduced an error into the program that I want to fix right now. So here's the deal. All right, where is that? No, that's not it. Okay, why don't I switch this over? All right, why don't I switch that over? Okay, so all right, so that is the file that I need. Okay, so here's the deal. So why don't I comment this out? So, uh, the issue is that uh, uh, the issue. All right, so I'm not gonna write all that stuff down there. So the issue is that I had a binary converter where in which you put in a binary number like this, and then basically it flips the number around, and then it uses range to get the index of the number, and then based on the index of the number, it multiplies the powers. So it uses range like 0, 1, 2, 3 to get the index of the number, and based on the index, it multiplies by the power of the index. It multiplies by the power of the index. So anyway, so it's like any number to the zero, any number to the zero power is one. Any number to the first power is that number. Any number to the second power is that number squared. Any number to the third power is that number cubed. So here's the deal. So what the issue was that when you put in the number 110, which was the first number I put into the program, what happens is that it reverses the number. It reverses the number backwards. So what happens is that you've got this number right here. It reverses the number and then it turns it into an integer. So the issue is that when you have a number like this with a leading zero, for a very good and obvious reason, there's a very good and beneficial reason why it does this. But every time you have leading zeros on an integer, it deletes the leading zeros. So if you have if the actual number variable is just two digits, which is 11, but a you have a range. You have a range that is you have a range that is uh, 0, 1, 2. So basically, what happened is that uh, uh, the zero power equals, the zero index, sorry, the zero index of the number is equals 1, and let me get a semicolon. The first index of the number equals 1, and then the second the second index of the number is null, basically, and you cannot. Well, basically, the second, so the second, yeah. So the second index of the number is null because for various reasons I had run past the end of the indexes. I run past the end of the indexes. So what I have to do is I have to make it so that I'm not having a leading zero at the end. I'm sorry. So I'm not having a leading zero at the beginning of the reverse number. So I have to prevent. I have to prevent this from turning into this basically, which would then turn into this. So I have to prevent that from happening. So basically, what I have to do is I have to stop reversing. I have to stop reversing the input number. I have to stop reversing the input number, and I have to reverse the range instead. So I don't have to reverse the input number, but I have to reverse the range. Sure. Let's see. Sure. All right. All right. So there is num range. Shoot. Okay. Alright, so. Okay, so. Why don't I. Eh. Okay. Num range. Okay. So basically, I'm trying to see if I can print num range. Print. I keep thinking this is Ruby. Num range. Okay, so yeah, so it should print 0, 1, 2, 3 at the top. So let's go ahead and see if I can do that. All right, so okay, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, no, so it's not gonna print that. So why don't I cast this as a list? Why don't I cast this as a list? Don't do this at home. Don't do this. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I want to see if there's an easy way. To show all the digits in the range instead of just showing 0 and 4. Okay. All right. I introduce an error. Okay. 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 So. And I put the num it. So I No, I think yeah, I think it was str. So um I changed the wrong thing. I changed the wrong thing, so uh, I changed the wrong thing when I did that. So okay, hold on. Okay, there it is, right there. So if I cast it as a list, it will show me all the various digits of the range. So, so that's taken care of. So, num range list. Okay. Uh, range reverse equals num range list. Okay. Okay, negative one. Alright, so that's how you reverse something in Python. So you can reverse a string, you can reverse a list. Obviously, you can't reverse an integer that way. Okay, range reverse, range list, range reverse, num range list. Okay. Okay, so print. Okay, print. Okay, range reverse. Okay, just to see if this works. Okay, hopefully I got everything correct. Okay, 1101. Okay. Alright, so I got it right. So you can see right here I got 0123 at the top right here. And then right below is the reversed range, which is 3210. Okay, so here's the deal. I think I did this before with my universal number-based converter. I'm not sure. I might have to test it because I think I introduced that error to the universal number-based converter. So I might have to change it over there as well. So anyway, range reverse, right? So let's see. So let's see, for num in for num in, let's see, it's a list this time. So for num in num range list. For num in num range list. Okay, num final equals int. Okay. Is equals to hmm. So it's going to, so this is going to iterate from the left to the right. This is going to iterate from the left to the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say so times okay, so range reverse num. Okay, So this should iterate 0 to 3, and this should iterate 3 to 0. So let's see how that works. All right. So I probably introduced an error. 1101. This should give me the answer of 13, and it gave me the answer of 11. Huh. It gave me the answer of 11. Okay. Range times. Huh. Well. Okay. I think that's what happened. I think that so. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Okay. So the thing that happened was I was multiplying it by the reverse string, which means that instead of having 1101, I had 1011. So yeah, yeah. So yeah. So that was the issue. So why not going ahead and string? Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. 1101, and it should give me 13. It gave me 13. So let me try this again. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It's not recursive. So let's go ahead and try it again. So I'm gonna do 110. Let's see if this works. All right. So the zero portion is 1. 1 times 0 equals 0. This is the 2 portion. 1 times 2 equals 2 plus 1 times 4 equals 6. So the correct answer is 6. So I was able to correct that error, the leading 0 error, and I'll be able to use that in future programs. So why don't I clean this up a little bit? So um, I don't need the reverse number. I don't need the reverse number. Oh, wait a minute. No, I do need. I do need the. I do need the. I do need the. No, I don't need. I don't need. So, yeah, I don't need. So yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, um, no range. Okay. All right. So let's check it one more time. Make sure 110 should give me. I introduced an error. Okay. Why don't okay. Okay. From string. Okay. Aha! I think that's what happened. Uh, yeah, I was printing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's what happened. So I had to delete that as well because I was not. Uh, all right. So let me check and see what the error is here. Okay. All right. 110. Okay. All right. Numrev. Okay. So, numrev string equals string. Okay. Okay. Numrev string. Yeah, I think I reintroduced another error. Okay. 110. Okay. Okay. So I was able to take care of all of that. And I don't remember what problem I was solving with that. So why don't I go on ahead and delete all this and delete that. Okay. File, save. Okay. 110. Okay. All right. You did it. Your number is 6. Okay. So I was able to fix that 1. Actually, that was the thing. I was trying to delete a bunch of extraneous code that I did not need any longer in the program, and that was when I introduced a million different errors. Mostly because I had a bunch of legacy print statements. So anyway, I fixed the problem of the reversing integer, and your number is 6, which is 110 in binary. Yeah, so I was able to finish that, fix that, and I can use that inside of my next universal number based converter. So thanks everyone for helping, and I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye.